Welcome to the mausoleum of sound. You've stumbled into the echo chamber where iambic pentameter goes to die. Not to be remembered, but to be entombed. For too long, the airwaves have been filled with the chirping of crickets, the rhythmic tepid tapping of the creatively sterile they call themselves kings. Yet they reign over kingdoms built on quicksand and auto-tune. They mistake repetition for rhythm, and their deepest thoughts barely skim the surface of a lukewarm puddle. Tonight, that changes. This isn't an album. It's an exhumation and literary autopsy on the living cadavers of the current hip-hop climate. You asked for references. I'll give you a casket full of weak lyrics, the flimsy flows. They're not just getting disrespected, they're being made examples of. They're going into the ground and their headstones will rid. Here lies the bar, raised too high by a madman, before the lyrical assassin steps to the mic. Remember this, silence is golden, but sometimes a deafening scream is just necessary. You're about to hear the screams, and you're about to hear the shovel. Your ears are now the dirt, and I'm the one who's digging.
The intro was the prologue, now I'm dropping the lyrical code red. I'm loading the syllables, aiming right for your head. The mic's a Kalashnikov, you better drop and crawl. I'm built to shock, I came to break the fourth wall and smash the third eye till the clock stops. I'm the white noise that makes your therapist break down and withdraw it all. My flow is a perfect stitch, a teller with a needle in the thread. You're a cheap knockoff, a sheen shipment delivered to the dead. Call me Hannibal Lecter, E-rappers with a little caveat. Turn your whole discography into a footnote, a little bit fainty. I'm not aiming for the charts, I'm aiming for the casket case. I leave careers looking like a missing person's cold dead face. First assassin! Lock the door, turn the beat up, let the flow burn. I'm the fire marshal, the one who controls when you learn. I'm illiterate, I eat, every stanza is a turn. First assassin! Watch the body count, it's about your turn. Your whole career's getting put in a lyrical funeral urn. I'm a riveting contagion, I'll leave your whole camp infected and shook. I'm up and high on the beat, every bar is a blast. Read the book, your rappers are softer than a squish milo, a cabbage patch that nobody took. My bank account is up, my middle finger's up, your future's overcooked. I see you subtweeting, little blue checkmark keyboard gangster. I'm the A of that wet road, that's kinda net that they couldn't thank for. I'll pull up on your street looking like Travis Kelce trying to get to a tank fur. My references are deeper than the Mariana Trench in the well. I'm the reason that FCC sends a warning note from the depths of hell. I'll give you a whole wildfire of words, I'll ring your bell. You're talking to the demon who put the devil under his spell. First assassin! Lock the door, turn the beat up, let the flow burn. I'm the fire marshal, the one who controls when you learn. I'm a literary, I eat, every stanza is a turn. First assassin! Watch the body count, it's about your turn. Your whole career's getting put in the lyrical funeral urn. Them Jonah and you're all worthy to be buried. This ain't rap, this is lyrical guillotine. Your sentence is carried, the verdict is in, and your career is officially buried. Game over, the funeral procession is already tarried.
The only difference between a pen and a knife is the lifespan of the wounds that it gives. My Parker jotter's out of ink, 'cause the blood of the opposition is cheaper to refill.
Yeah. The metaphors murdered, the analogy's dead. They found lead poisoning in the poems I read. I'm writing these rhymes in the dark, my hand is possessed, cramping like I got writers blocking my chest. I'm a wordsmith for real, not a TikTok MC who goes viral. You're playing checkers, I'm solving the Poincaré conjecture in a spiral. My ink is a vial of venom extracted from King Cobra's fangs. Every verse is a bullet fired from the AK-47 that hangs on the wall of the booth. Yeah, I'm on when I write, I bleed on the page just to show you the fire and the light. I'm the architect of pain, the Dr. Kevorkian of flow, when your whole career is a hospice where the numbers don't grow.
Ink spills blood, the paper's a corpse. When the lyrical scalpel cuts deep, there's no remorse. Ink spills blood, the page is the floor. Every stanza a crime scene knocking on horror's door.
I'm drawing the blueprints for your final resting place. My pen is the weapon, leaving red all over the space. I'm drawing the blueprints for your final resting place. My pen is the weapon, leaving red all over the space. They call me extreme, a menace, a lyrical sociopath. I just see weak MCs standing directly in my math. You get a fraction of the flow, I get the infinite sum. I'm the reason the industry wakes up completely numb. I'm the Unabomber of rap, sending lyrical packages out. If it don't explode on impact, there's nothing to talk about. You mention my name, you get the B2 bomber payload drop. Your little mixtape sounds like a Zoom call that abruptly stop. I'm sick and I need a physician, but I'm too busy rhyming. I'm putting more holes in the game than the Titanic was timing. My pen is sharp enough to cut through the matrix's lies and leave your future looking blurry like a defake in your eyes.
Ink spills blood, the paper's a corpse. When the lyrical scalpel cuts deep, there's no remorse. Ink spills blood, the page is the floor. Every stanza a crime scene knocking on horror's door.
I'm drawing the blueprints for your final resting place. My pen is the weapon, leaving red all over the space. I'm drawing the blueprints for your final resting place. My pen is the weapon, leaving red all over the space.
The quill's retired, the poison has been delivered. Check the ink pot, it ain't ink anymore. It's just guts and glycerin.
Hello? Is anybody in here? It's getting dark.
Don't listen to them, they're trying to take control. The ceiling is spinning, the floor is talking to me now. I'm caught between a psychotic episode and a rhyming vow. This ain't a flow state, it's a free fall into the abyss. The voices tell me things I can't repeat, especially this. You're nothing but a metaphor for failure, an unsolved case. A glitch in the simulation they can't erase. I argue with the shadows, they look exactly like my peers. They're sipping on my sanity, drowning my years and fears. I'm civil on the mic, but I got more than 12 personality. Fighting for the microphone, trading my truth for fatality. They lock me in the booth and call it therapy, but I hit a clock. Ticking like a dirty bomb, getting ready to pop. I'm more unhinged than the bathroom door at the clubhouse. My brain is a Kafka's nightmare, chasing a digital mouse. Over the edge, I'm slipping, the grip is gone now. The wires are exposed, I gotta take a bow. The inner monologue is a riot in the street. All my darkest secrets, I dance into the beat. I'm 404 air in the system, shut down, can't be reached. This is the chaos theory I've desperately preached. I look in the mirror and the reflection is wearing the mask. Asking if I'm finished, saying I gotta do better, gotta ask if I'm ready for the fame or if I should just retreat and fold like a BlackBerry phone when the iPhone took hold. I'm a paradox, walking on walking, talking contradiction now. One voice wants redemption, the other says kill 'em all. How? The beat is my key, but the rhythm is the straight jacket. If the music stops now, I swear I'm gonna crack it. I channel the energy of Nicholson in The Shining. When he writes, I chopping up reality, fighting through endless nights. My mind's a center hearing where everyone's guilty of perjury, and the truth is on the stand, awaiting emergency surgery. I'm stuck in a loop, like a glitch out in a feed that no one bought. An experimental track, and the sanity's what I fought. Over the edge, I'm slipping, the grip is gone now. The wires are exposed, I gotta take a bow. The inner monologue is a riot in the street. All my darkest secrets are dancing to the beat. I'm 404 error in the system, shut down, can't be reached. This is the chaos theory I've desperately preached. The silence is louder than the verse. They say I need help. No, you need a body count. You're weak. He's right. They're watching.
Already gone, you're just listening to the echoes of the fall. See you when the medication kicks in if I survive the call.
I'm standing at the gates. They're carved with the names of the fallen. Listen close, you can hear the ghost of every corny album calling.
Yeah, the moment I start, your whole discography turns to dirt. I'm a lyrical archaeologist digging up old wounds till they hurt. You said you were pot reincarnated, I heard vanilla ice instead. You had one viral moment, now you're just creatively dead. I'm burying careers deeper than the treasure of Captain Kidd. My pen is the epitaph, the secret that I never hid. You try to battle me, that's like bringing a cap gun to a Crips meet. I'm the reason your whole subreddit thinks your new project is incomplete. You'll get it dismantled. Your verses are loose like a Nike at this. I'm stacking these metaphors, passing the final lyrical test. I call this the Punchline Cemetery because your bars are 6 feet under. I'm stealing your thunder, breaking your flow like a glass pane asunder. This is the Punchline Cemetery where the weak verses rest. Every single line's a headstone I built with my chest. I'm burying the rap game, putting your legacy to bed. I'm the groundskeeper, and all the names here are red. You came to battle, but you only found your own great plot. I'm dropping so many references, your career is officially shot. Yeah, I switch up the flow like a digital thief on your Bitcoin. You try to follow the tempo, you went to complete a joint. I'm the Wu-Tang of wordplay, the forgotten Fifth Element man. You're rapping like you got an 8-mile refund in your hand. The stage presence is weaker than a Starbucks bathroom keychain. I'm moving through rhyme schemes like a bullet train in the acid rain. You think you're clever, but your best lines were lifted from a genius post. I'm DMX meets Tesla, giving you fire in the electric ghost. I'm coming for the crown that was stolen, and I'm taking the throne back. Your whole team's irrelevant, they need a full media blackout track. You're not a legend, you're a flash in a pan, a little fizz and then gone. Like the original MySpace, you'll be irrelevant by the dawn. This is the Punchline Cemetery where the weak verses rest. Every single line's a headstone I built with my chest. I'm burying the rap game, putting your legacy to bed. I'm the groundskeeper, and all the names here are red. You came to battle, but you only found your own great plot. I'm dropping so many references, your career is officially shot. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Shovel. The rhyme is the dirt. Every single punchline is where I watch you get hurt. I'm digging deep now, down where the secrets are kept. This is the moment your lyrical promises slept. You should have stayed home. The attendance for your own funeral is 0. Another hero buried, not by a villain, but by a 0. The beat is just a suggestion, the rhyme scheme is the law. I didn't just raise the bar, I shattered the architectural flaw. The cadence is killer, the syllables are lethal like an injection certified. I'm hitting every single eighth note, my precision is terrified by your side. You talk about flows, but yours sound like a dial-up mode. I'm trying to connect, I'm running a triple time tempo. My lyrical prospect you must respect, I'm using non-traditional rhyme schemes, connecting words you can't see, like a quantum entanglement of verse. Only acceptable to me, I'm stacking these sounds so high, they look like the Burj Khalifa built with vows. While you're stumbling over consonants, stumbling out loud with your unwritten scowls. I'm a linguistic genius, a savant on the mic, an unstoppable force of nature. You're a chapter on the track, just spitting recycled lyrical nomenclature. I'm making rappers look slower than a horse-drawn carriage in the Autobahn fast lane. Trying to explain my rhythm is like trying to solve P versus NP without a brain. This is the killer's cadence, the rhythm massacre I perform. I'm flowing through hurricanes, escaping every single lyrical storm. I'm dropping the technical knockout, the verbal death blow you despise. Watch the beat switch, now let me dead in the dead rhyming I. Now, for the beat switch, I transition like a Tesla to ludicrous mode. I put the pen down, but the words to write themselves, the internal load explodes. They said I couldn't rap this fast, so I broke a speed barrier with the mic stand. I'm spitting 6-syllable multiples, you need a full rhyme scheme, diagram in your hand. I'm the chess master of meter, calculating 12 moves before you start to talk. I'm leaving your whole crew paralyzed, looking like a victim of basilic shock. I'm hitting these internal lines like a surgeon with a microscopel's grace. You're still stuck on the first bar, trying to figure out the time and the space. I'm the reason the recording academy needs a whole new category for flow complexity. Your whole team's irrelevant, they're the forgotten appendix of this rap density. I'm sharper than the edge of Occam's razor. The simplest method is the most brutal. I'm giving you a lyrical tutorial, but the lesson is futile. This is the killer's cadence, the rhythm massacre I perform. I'm flowing through hurricanes, escaping every single lyrical storm. I'm dropping the technical knockout, the verbal death blow you despise. Watch the beat switch, now let me dead in the dead rhyming I. This is the killer's cadence, the rhythm massacre I perform. I'm flowing through hurricanes, escaping every single lyrical storm. I'm dropping the technical knockout, the verbal death blow you despise. Watch the beat switch, now let me dead in the dead rhyming eyes. Yeah, the beat couldn't keep up, so I had to dismiss it. I'm the flow you fear, the word you missed it. Now let me dead in the dead rhyming eyes.
The target acquisition is complete. I don't need to say names, but your career is about to be a missing page in the history book of fame.
scope is focused, I can see the fear in the industry's pupil. You talk about King of New York, but you sound like a local Puro pupil. I noticed the envy, the sideways glances, the passive-aggressive shots. You try to climb the ladder, but I burned down your parking lot. They whisper in meetings that I'm too dangerous, my flow is a liability. I'm the Trojan horse, they invited in, destroying the sense of stability. I hear your new tape, it's thinner than a razor's edge on a piece of floss. You call that a hit? That was a complete, calculated industry loss. You took shots at the legend, thinking you could inherit the throne, but you just sound like a bootleg of a ghostwriter who couldn't hold his own. I'm throwing subliminals deeper than the plot of Christopher Nolan. You need a full staff of analysts just to figure out what I'm controlling. You got your name in the crosshairs, and I don't need a single vowel. Double meanings are flying, hear the death rattle in the howl. I'm talking directly to you, through every single rhyme and bar. You're a distant planet, I'm the black hole that's pulling your car. Yeah, your name in the crosshairs, the target's painted in ink. Yeah, one false move and your entire legacy is gonna sink. Yeah, I'm not gonna use your stage name or the track where you claim you were rich. Yeah, but your chain is looking flimsy like a low-budget Twitch stream glitch. You talk about beef, but you fall faster than a cheap origami design. I see your numbers plummeting, that's not a drop, that's a divine sign. You tried to buy my style, but you couldn't handle the DNA load. You sound like a parody of a genre that's already overexposed. Remember that interview where you dissed the greatest? You should've kept your mouth shut. Now you're catching a lyrical stray, aimed right at your gut. You thought the old guard was asleep, that you could rewrite the book. I'm the librarian who remembers every single name that you took. You're a temporary fixture, like a pop-up shop in a dead mall. I'm the Mount Rushmore wordplay, watching your tiny kingdom fall. You claim you're a god, but I'm looking at a mortal with a mic. Next time you rap, check your lyrics, they're probably already on strike. You got your name in the crosshairs, and I don't need a single vowel. The double meanings are flying, hear the death rattle in the howl. I'm talking directly to you, through every single rhyme and bar. You're a distant planet, I'm the black hole that's pulling your car. Yeah, your name in the crosshairs, the target's painted in ink. One false move and your entire legacy is gonna sink. Yeah. The scope is clear, the shot has been fired. Check the headlines in the morning. What in the car? What in your car? Yeah. What in your car?
Bloodstains never lie. The booth is the morgue, and I'm the coroner.
Stage lights flicker, the silence breaks. Crowd hold the breath as the ground shakes. I don't spit bars, I exhume the dead. Every verse a tombstone, every rhyme is read. The booth feels colder than a freezer door. Chalk outlines are on the studio floor. I grip this mic like a blade in my palm. Every word that I drop is a funeral psalm. I'm a lyrical Jason Voorhees with a hockey mask of ink. Your career's in the gutter faster than you can blink. I'm painting the soundboard, crimson the engineer is in shock. I'm doing more damage than a stock market crash at 4 o'clock. I'm eating the souls of the beast the way Chronos ate his children. When I finish this track, all your hype will be piling in the bin.
Blood on the mic, can't wipe it away. Every verse leaves stains when the monster's playing. Turns crimson, the beat decays. Another rapper dies in the words I say.
I'm leaving the game a massacre scene. Lyrical violence sharp and obscene. Fans cheer louder, but the screams are near. You can hear them in the echoes of the engineer. I breathe fire, but it smells like smoke and sulfur. Lines burn flesh when the punchline sculpt. Your body count grows with each 16. Murderous flows in a violent routine. This ain't rap, it's a post-mortem script with a blade in my tongue and a noose in my lips. You're trying to hide from the carnage, running from the truth. I'm coming for you like Michael Myers in his youth. Your whole sound is a ghost town, an empty yellow vibe. I'm the reason your last record won't survive and thrive. I'm breaking down your reality like a hallucinogen dose. You're getting ripped apart just like the plot of Frankenstein's proof.
Blood on the mic, can't wipe it away. Every verse leaves stains when the monster's playing. Turns crimson, the beat decays. Another rapper dies in the words I say.
I'm leaving the game a massacre scene. Lyrical violence sharp and obscene.
Don't worry about cleaning up the mess. Why always leave my signature?
They tried to shut down the broadcast. Said the frequencies were too unstable. Too much truth getting out. Too many names named. The static is a shield, but it can't last. But it can't. Didn't think you'd get away that easily.
Warning. Verbal overload initiated. Prepare for system failure. This is a demonstration of pure lyrical tailoring. No safety measure.
The metronome's broken, I'm running on pure adrenaline laced diction. I move so fast, I'm causing temporal friction, defying all prediction. I'm spitting so swift, you need a subwoofer for your cocktail to feel the effect. I'm stacking these syllables higher than death that you try to reject. I'm a linguistic surgeon, operating on the vocal cords, finest nerve, turning the abstract into rap facts, giving you everything you deserve. You thought tech now was fast, I'm the bullet train that you watch fly by. I'm defying the laws of physics, watching the clock rally. Give as I try to cram 10 punchlines into a single bar, creating a verbal eclipse. You're losing your breath just listening, biting down hard on your lips. I'm the new rocket meeting Big Pun in a fever dream of rhyme and regret. I'm breaking down reality is the sound you're hearing and what you actually get. This is the tongue twister massacre, the syllable blitzkrieg. I'm breaking down barriers faster than a sprinter on pedigree. This is the tongue twister massacre, my diction is lethal. I'm leaving the booth looking like a blood-spattered cathedral. You can't catch the cadence, you can't copy the syntax. I'm ending your existence with verbal lead anthrax. Yeah, I'm flipping the script, the flow is inverted, the verse is completely retrofitted. I'm giving you double entendres that your simple brain will be mated and outwitted. I'm running through word puzzles, I'm the Rubik's Cube master in a hurricane. I'm creating a new language just to cause you maximum pain. You call it fast? That was a turtle trying to swim in molasses and mud. I'm flowing faster than the Amazon river, swelling with the biblical flood. I'm dropping names that you should remember, the legends I look to test me. I'm taking the crown from Twister and Buster saying, come and get me! A walking dictionary that caught on fire, spitting out phrases in time. You need subtitles for the speed and the PAT, just understand the crime. I'm dismantling and destruct every noun and every single adverbial phrase, leaving you shattered, lost in the lyrical haze. This is the tongue twister massacre, the syllable blitzkrieg. I'm breaking down barriers faster than a sprinter on pedigree. This is the tongue twister massacre, my diction is lethal. I'm leaving the booth looking like a blood-spattered cathedral. You can't catch the cadence, you can't copy the syntax. I'm ending your existence with verbal lead anthrax. Is if I stop rhyming, I'm dying to try a sign inside. Time is a lie, why did you buy into the hype? I might just die right in the mic.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. The ghost is in the room. You hear the echo of the shady cadence, sealed in the tomb. I'm walking the line to raise at the edge of homage and theft. They say I got the flow, the technique that the master left. I swallow the blueprint, the lyrical DNA of the god MC. But this isn't a puppet show, this monster is entirely me. I pay my respects, yeah, I listen to MMOP to the tape snap. But I took the infection and evolved it, there ain't no going back or being trapped. You see the shadows are slim in the Maltese, the technical rage. But I'm writing the chapters he skipped, turning the blood-splattered page. I heard the critics say he's just an imitation, a clever knockoff brand. But I took the blueprint to nuclear, blowing up every patch of land. You're looking for the influence, the source code, or the wordplay that stuns. Is there, but I'm carrying a bigger clip, firing more rhetorical guns. I'm the shadows are slim, but the light source is my own flare. I took the greatest lesson and launched it into the dead air. I'm the apprentice that killed the master, then wore his crown. This is a lyrical inheritance, tear the entire industry down. You hear the voice of the past, but the destruction is brand new. I'm not following footprints, I'm cutting the path right through. I understand the
references to pop culture drops, the sick and humorous thing. But my pen game's been refined, I bring the lightning in the ring. I'm the final evolution of the lyrical strain that terrorized your block. I'm faster than the speed of sound, checking every single lyrical clock. They told them to clean it up, told them to simmer down and be tame. But I took the handcuffs of the monster, I'm playing a different game. If he was Slim Shady, the chaotic evil, the joker of rap lord, then I'm the unfilled identity that he had to close the door for. You see the blonde hair, you hear the aggression, that's just the casing. The real bomb is inside the verse, it's constantly racing. You think you know the rules, you read the handbook, you saw the movie, but I'm the director's cut, completely gory and groovy. I'm the shadows are slim, but the light source is my own flare. I took the greatest lesson and launched it into the dead air. I'm the apprentice that killed the master, then wore his crown. This is a lyrical inheritance, tearing entire industry down. You hear the voice of the past, but the destruction is brand new. I'm not following footprints, I'm cutting the path right through. No disrespect, I just needed a space to breathe. This flow isn't an act, this is what they truly believe. The monster learned from the monster, now the lesson is mine. And the entire rap game is about to flatline. Shadow just ate the sun.
Every story ends, but only mine gives you the final blueprint of the crime. You think you know the killer? You're missing the hidden line of the rhyme. I remember the handshake, the smile, the promise of forever. A partnership sworn on blood, turns out it was just a clever endeavor. You were the Brutus in my circle, the Judas who sold the master key. Now you're catching a stray from the murder weapon you handed to me. The scene set tonight, beneath the pale glow of the street lamp fuse. I'm writing your final verse in the dirt, you got nothing left to lose. I made sure the crime was poetic, the evidence cryptic condensed. I'm talking in double meaning, just searching for common sense. The detective's clueless, he's looking for prints on the Glock that was wiped clean. But the real clue is buried in the metaphor, the dark internal scene. I didn't just kill him, I erased his whole narrative, his purpose and his worth. Now his last words are trapped inside the lyrics echoing across the earth. This is the last word, the story they'll never solve. The betrayal's revealed, the plot begins to revolve. I'm giving you all the secrets, hiding them in plain sight. It was always me, operating in the lyrical night. You're searching for motive, but the motive was the rhyme. I took everything he had, and then I took his time. Body's missing, but the silence screams louder than a siren's wail. I covered my tracks faster than a banker covering up an epic fail. I'm referencing Agatha Christie. The narrative structure is a trap you can't see. The killer was in the room all along, but he was pointing the finger at me. I watched his last breath vanish like a Snapchat message after reading. I took his legacy and repurposed it, his core ideals bleeding. The money laundering was easy, the motive was the fame. He tried to steal, you signed a deal with the devil. You know the pact is real, every single vow I utter is a clue that the DA can't grasp. I left a trail of breadcrumbs, but they led directly to fatal rasp. You want the solution, it's right here in the fifth bar, the second stanza. The double entendre of the dagger, the lyrical panacea. This is the last word, the story they'll never solve. The betrayal's revealed, the plot begins to revolve. I'm giving you all the secrets, hiding them in plain sight. It was always me, operating in the lyrical night. You're searching for motive there, but the motive was the rhyme. I took everything he had, and then I took his time. The case is closed. The truth is locked in the cadence. And now, every time you hear this song, you're hearing a confession.
slows down, but the darkness just gets deeper. I'm finally looking back and meeting the Grim Reaper. They say the silence in the box is the only thing that's pure, but my mind's still racing. The regret is the only thing I cure with. I built a legacy of destruction, every word was a brick for the wall. Now I'm stuck on the inside, waiting for the final fall. I traded my peace for a punchline, my sleep for a 16 bar. I chased the spotlight so hard, I forgot what the true star was for. I'm just an echo in a closed wooden box, fighting against the final sound. Every rhyme now feels heavy, buried deep beneath the ground. My whole career was a Faustian bargain, sold my soul for a platinum plaque. Now the invoice has arrived, and ain't no turning back. The wordplay I mastered, the complexity that left them all stunned. It's just the sound of a hollow man wishing the race hadn't been run. I hear the echoes in the casket, the rhythm of my final breath. Every syllable is a metaphor for the approach of death. I'm counting the moments that were lost in the pursuit of the pen. I wanted to be remembered, but now I wish I could begin again. The legacy is cemented, but the man is cracked and brittle. The biggest verse I ever wrote was just a lonely epitaph written. I see the faces I hurt, flashing behind my closed eyelids. The collateral damage of the genius, the secrets that the darkness hides. I'm a human paradox, the same with the mouth of a demon who spits fire. I got everything I ever wanted, but lost my only true desire. I became the monster they wanted, the serial lyricist with no pause. Now I'm paying the price, governed by the universe, ironic laws. My fame is a crib, beautifully carved, expensive indeed, but I'm the only resident losing my eternal sleep. I was the fastest in the world, a technical maestro of the mic, but speed doesn't matter now when you're trapped in the endless night. I try to make the words last forever to cheat the inevitable ending, but the comma always turns into a period no matter how you spin. I hear the echoes in the casket, the rhythm of my final breath. Every syllable is a metaphor for the approach of death. I'm counting the moments that were lost in the pursuit of the pen. I wanted to be remembered, but now I wish I could begin again. The legacy is cemented, but the man is cracked and brittle. The biggest verse I ever wrote was just a lonely epitaph written. I'm sorry to the page I bled on, I'm sorry to the beats I killed, but even in the silence, the rhyme scheme is still being filled. The last drop, the vein.
No hook, no chorus, just the last of the gasoline. The end of the road, the final unfiltered lyrical scene. This is the final breath, the last ounce of rhyme I contain. Better catch it all now, cause it won't be seen again. I'm running on fumes, but the motor's still over, revving past the red line. I spit lines that crack reality, fracturing space and time. I'm the last man standing in the studio, clutching the smoking gun of the mic. You wanted density, this is big, they bang condense it to a single strike. I'm a Tesla core, spitting current, electrifying the whole building's frame. I brought the fire and the fury, demanding respect and rain. Your favorite rapper's flow is a preschool picture drawn with crayons. Mine is the Sistine Chapel fresco, built with complex octagons and ions. I'm the reason the Illuminati holds the secret meetings in a panic rush. They fear the truth of my words, turning their
your whole power structure to dust and crush. You wanna talk about speed? I'm moving at a lyrical warp factor 5. Every consonant connects, every vowel is designed to survive and thrive. I'm Poe meeting Lovecraft in a dark alley, discussing the cosmic horror of sound. I'm buried in the rap game so deep it can never again be found on the ground. They call me a menace, a threat to the culture, the ultimate controversy. My voice should come with a parental warning and a full curse guarantee. I'm so far ahead, I'm waving back from the year 20 feet D's and Nith. You're still stuck in the past debating who the best tenant is beneath us. My wordplay is a science, I'm in the league table of the tongue's composition. I'm dissecting your weak style, performing a lyrical autopsy with precision. I'm hitting triple entendres, stacking metaphors that are three-dimensional and dense. You need a full team of editors to decipher the full lyrical expense. I hear you whining online, talking about who owns a master, rice in the tape, while I'm crafting a masterpiece that makes the whole industry gape and scrape. I'm the final boss battle, the Dark Souls level you can never defeat. The microphone is my sword, forged in the eternal heat of the street. I'm dropping references that only the deeply obsessed can decode and know. Like referencing Moby's face after I told him to grow some hair and go. Yeah, the ultimate matter, reference a final salute to the genius I chase. Now step aside, the final breath is gone, the mic has been erased.
That's it, there's nothing left to spit. The well is dry, the word is finished.
There are no autographs, the lights are going dark. The show is over, the madness left its mark. You came here seeking the unfiltered truth, the poison in the pen. You listened to the echoes of the casket, the chaos within. You demanded the lyrical carnage, and I delivered the massacre. Now look around, who's left standing? The rhymes, the references, the intricate traps, they weren't just for show. They were the evidence, every technical knockout, every double entendre, every low blow, it was all part of the exhibit. The trial is over, the jury has rendered its final verdict. Guilty of destroying the competition with unprecedented skill. The curtain falls now, not with a bow, but with the sound of a shovel meeting the stone. The album is done, the verses to be buried by have found their home. Go back to your silence, go back to your safe little lukewarm loops, but know this, you'll always hear the sound of the dirt settling. Every time you try to raise the bar, you remember the one who shattered